What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we've got something a little bit different. We have a bit of a special guest here. I'll let him introduce himself. He can talk to you guys about what he does on his channel. You guys can go check it out. So yeah, introduce yourself, brother.
G'day everyone, I'm DJ from Automotive Carnage. I've come all the way from Western Australia, in Australia obviously. And yeah, most of the time I spend my time in the bush looking for old rusty cars, so I thought I'd come see what some real cars look like with JDM engines.
Yeah, better quality. So yeah, DJ collects cars that are out in the bush, abandoned, and yeah, like, what, you restore them to a point kind of thing?
Nah, pretty much, there's just so many cars left out there. Like, where I live, secret location, within 5 kilometres there's 100 wrecks out there.
Wow.
And they've just been left abandoned, broken, they either ran out of fuel for a ride out the side.
Yeah, I was going to say, how'd they get there, yeah?
Just all sorts of different reasons, and yeah, so I go out there and I've got, met a lot of people doing it, and just drag them in and try. I restore them for myself or pass them on to people who can restore them. So
yeah,
I found some really rare cars that I've had to hand over to specialists who know what they're doing. It's like, you need to save this because there's only like 5 left on the road.
Yeah, right, yeah. And you know your stuff with the old Aussie cars and stuff like that.
I've since learned.
Yeah, but you're originally where you're from?
Yeah,
like
from Tauranga.
Yeah, wow.
Tauranga, what do you want to call it now?
Yeah.
And yeah, so I grew up before the JDMs in the early 2000s when it was just like the right time to be in Skylines and Toyotas and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's sick. So what do you got heaps of cars now, but like what are your daily, like what are your multiple, your main cars that you actually use?
I think there's about 20 cars at the moment in total, and my daily drive is just a Prado.
Yep.
3.4 V6, nothing too fancy on that, but with
petrol one.
Petrol one, manual. So we've modified all the suspension and the brakes and that, so it's super reliable when we're out traveling in the bush, because where I live, man, there's like 1,000 kilometers away from the nearest capital city.
That's
like, at the middle of nowhere. So if something breaks down, you need to know how to fix it, or you just don't want stuff to break down.
Yeah, or you just do what everyone else has done and leave your car there and get another one.
Hope the wheels are there when you go back.
Yeah, get another one.
But yeah, my main vehicle I really am working on at the moment is a 1969 Valiant Pacer.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 4,500 made, and I found 3 of them. Finally found one that was good enough condition to start restoring.
Sweet, so you're going to fully restore, like...
Fully restore it, learning how to do all the panel beating now, and yeah, we're going to get the engine rebuilt. Just had massive sponsorship from Hemi Performance, who are like, just jumped on, like, yeah, we'll give you a hand. And
sick,
that's throwing parts at me, which is fantastic.
Yeah, sponsors are definitely the way to go, and like the only, like pretty much the only way we can survive.
Cars are expensive, man.
Yeah, it's well, they're only going up too. So
yeah, I'm not running 600 horsepower stuff like you guys are.
Yeah, no, you're not stupid. But yeah, so yeah, DJ's just popped in today. You know, we've talked a lot online over the years, and then we're like, oh shit, he's actually in town for Christmas and New Year and stuff with his family. So yeah, it was cool to he could come check it out. Just took him for a thrash in Steph's car quickly. We're still here trying to get this thing going, but we're waiting on mate Sean's going to come down and check it out. There's something to do with the wire. We've obviously missed something. Something must be missing, but we need another set of eyes to have a quick look at it. But yeah, have you been in a drift car?
Never.
Never? Oh.
Never.
See, if it went, we could probably go somewhere. But
I've actually never been in a drift car, never been in a drag car. The only racing I've done wasn't racing.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately when I finally got an age where I start to afford paying for this kind of stuff, I moved over to Oz and had a family and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, life got in the way, right?
Life gets in the way, and so now we're back at it.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah, it's starting to really have a lot of fun.
But yeah, what do you reckon of my cars? Are they alright? Well, what is your style?
Is this your alternator?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And that's the washer bottle.
And what's all this? Like, everything I have has got a carburetor.
Yeah. This is called fuel inject. This is the future.
This is the future. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Dude,
but this is modern technology. And look at it, it doesn't fucking go.
Something I'll tell you guys, which I haven't told my viewers, is I'm actually building an RB30 myself. So seeing this one is actually giving it a lot of inspiration. But
yeah, it's a bit of quality.
I've got 25 here.
Unlucky I actually don't have anything to show for it because it doesn't work. But we'll get that going hopefully in the next day or two. But
seen it working in the past, I suppose.
Yeah, we saw it go last year. It was good.
Dude, there's so much cool stuff on here.
Yeah, it's
fantastic.
Well, it is. But like the problem is with this one is like it's the 26 intake, but then it's got like the old stuff underneath it, like the
you still got that going on.
So it's like, yeah, everyone's like, oh, you should get rid of it, but I'm like, it works. Well, normally works. So
it's a mess.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Especially when you're still hauling butt to try to get together for the drift season, you ain't got time to muck around for
we got a couple of weeks. We got a couple of weeks, but it's all good. We're out here having a good time. Well, hopefully everyone's pulled together the last couple of days to get us this close.
I'm actually quite intrigued by how big the FDF kit is, like all your bullet.
Yeah. So like the rear. So if you come out here, like the rear the rear kit here is like just a big grunty.
Huge.
Oh, if we could take that off, but yeah, it's just a big billet.
Big chunk of billet. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
absolutely fantastic.
Then, yeah, it's good. Like it's well, I took a hit last year, you know, like
when you took that
around
there wasn't more damage.
Around here. The only damage that it does have is the brake caliper bracket in here.
Oh,
it bent a little bit, and
that's
then
almost like 10 mil steel.
and it bent the toe arm a little bit back there. But well, I've got another one of them, so.
Oh, I was going to say, you're going to run this anyway, or?
I have run it. That did all of Bay Park as it is.
Yep.
And it was obviously fine, and we ended up winning. But I've got a rear toe arm and stuff, so we can make a new one. I'll get a new one put in and whatnot. But yeah,
it's so cool. Oh, gets me excited.
Yeah, you should build a drift car in the middle of nowhere. Just make it a four-wheel drive one, like so you can just go anywhere.
That RB30's got to go into something.
Yeah, hey. There's like I seen a S14 the other day, and it was like a Mad Max one. It was like jacked up on muddies, but it had like a big V8 out the front. But yeah, it was like a drift car for the bush. It was great.
That's so cool.
But yeah, it's cool to have you here, bro. I'm stoked that you we can finally catch up and you know see you, and you can see what's Yeah, don't look too close. Like it's so.
Panel beater, man.
Yeah, yeah, Marshall, you suck. Yeah, so the poor thing's had more hits than Elvis, so it's had a hard life.
It's so good to hear. Like, I just finished building my 79 Crusader and put a big 5.4 V8.
Yeah, that's sick.
Hilux rear end, VB Commodore, rack and pinion steering, all sorts of just junk we found in the bush. Literally, just slapped all together to try and make a car. The problem is, junk in the bush is really bad quality.
Yeah.
Turning doesn't exist.
Oh, wow.
Acceleration doesn't exist.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because are you going to Summer Nats? Like, are you going home for Summer Nats?
Yeah, so once I leave here, I jump on a plane back to Perth, drop the family and kids off, and then jump on another plane back to Canberra, where I've been invited to drive the Bushwreck RX3, which has got I found it in the bush, a genuine 10A RX3. Unfortunately, the 10A was gone, but the gearbox and everything else was still there. When I first saw it, I thought it was an 808. So I'm like, who the hell brings a rotary 1,000 Ks into the bush?
Yeah, who just leaves it here?
Still had its tags, still had a lot of the specific 10A stuff on it. Ended up giving the shell to another guy, and he's just finished pulling a 20B PP in it, which was one of the fastest in Australia for a very long time, naturally aspirated. Slammed it so it's like this far off the ground.
Yeah, I've seen photos of it. It looks
what cracks me up is like he's had to cut the trans tunnel out so he could fit the gearbox and the drive shaft up high enough, lower. But while he was there, he didn't cut any of the rust out. The rust is still there.
Perfect. That's what we want.
Yeah. And I've just seen a photo of it too, where he's put the bonnet back on, and like the bonnet's Swiss cheese, man. There's nothing left of it. So
that's great. Like that, but that keeps your side of it, I guess, or your part of the experience or whatever.
Because it's just like it's going to be so cool. And
yeah, that's sick.
People,
did he hit you up to buy it, or like how did you get?
As soon as I released the photos of it, he messaged me for like half an hour. Did another guy. Turns out he makes really awesome cars down there.
Yeah.
He's got a YouTube channel too, Low Standards, Jay Duca.
Yeah.
He built some really cool stuff. So.
Yeah, I saw the video of it when they put the 20B in it and stuff, and I was having a look, and I was like, holy shit, that's actually going to be so sick. But I love it how he's leaving everything like it is, right? Like the headlight, all the dents, like the whole thing. There's not one straight panel on it.
And like you got like the iconic nose cone of an RX3, and that's been pushed in, and he hasn't pulled it out or anything. It's just nah. And then it's going to have this 20B in it, and it's on real cool little wheels and stuff like that. So 13s, I think he's put on there, and like that's so low too that like the wheel arch, he's cut into the wheel arch, so the wheels go higher up into it.
Yeah, that's fucking perfect.
Like it is. It's gonna be sick.
That's what we want. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so he's going to Summer Nats though, right?
He's going to Summer Nats. He's bringing Summer Nats. I'm just there to drive and have a fun time. Never been to Summer Nats, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's an event I do definitely want to get to one day.
Yeah.
Because it looks wild.
I'll let you know how it is.
Yeah. Give us a bit of a rundown, and then we can kind of come over one day.
Because I've been to the smaller one in Red Centre Nats over in the Alice Springs.
Yes.
And took my Crusader to that, and that was a mixed bag of emotions. Working so hard to get a car built in time, like you guys are.
Yeah.
And to get there, and the scrutineers go, no.
Yeah, that's harsh, eh?
Oh man, so
that's like that ruins your
Especially you've just travelled 1,600 kilometres on off-road tracks to get there, and the car's taking a hammering from all the bumps and the stone chips and that.
Yeah, that's sad. Like, it's one of those things like, surely you let me run, or surely you let me have a turn. What did it even fail on? Like,
it had a weeping slave cylinder in the rear wheels, which I kind of expected, but also too, I never wired up the alternator. I never had time. And I physically couldn't fit the cables in to wire it back to the battery that was in the boot. So when I was in the starting queue, I turned the car off.
Oh, and it stopped, and you couldn't get it going again.
I'm like, actually, turn it back on. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, shit. And then to make matters worse, we had a jump pack, but Dad locked the keys in the car, and so we couldn't.
It was just one of those days.
So I'm doing my worst fear of like pushing this rusty old piece of crap through scrutineering. I'm like, this is one thing I didn't want to do. And
yeah. Yeah, you don't want to be that guy. Everyone's like looking at you and shit.
Exactly.
Like,
but they still let us in the car show and stuff, and see, you've done awesome to get here. So,
and people still would have appreciated you being there and stuff.
Like we took it to the car show, and we had more crowds around that rusty piece of crap than these $100,000 bills.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, 100%. Like you can buy all that shit, whereas you can't. Money can't buy what you're doing. You know, like
absolutely not.
You know.
So funny seeing these guys running around with like fake patina wraps. I'm like,
yeah, that ain't real, boy. Yeah, it's funny. You try hard.
It's so good. But what was really cool is we used a 5.4 V8 out of a 2003 Fairmont, and they only used that particular single cam V8 for like a year and a half of production. And then it had issues with spark plugs would weld themselves into the heads, and the cam phasers would always bung up. And so they swapped it for the twin cam Boss motors that everyone knows about.
Yeah, right.
So you pop the bonnet, and everyone's like, "What's that?" I'm like, that's a Ford V8. Nah, it's a Nissan V8. Oh, it's a Toyota V8.
Yeah, right. No, so it was like it was a weird. So that would have been a different parts for.
Yeah, I had to get custom made exhaust flanges.
Yeah.
Because they're a different shape to the Boss motors.
Oh no.
Which are based on the same block. So yeah, but we didn't modify the parts too much because I just wanted to prove concept.
Yeah.
Now that it all works, it's like now we'll spend some real money.
So what's next for that car? Can you say?
It's in the naughty corner.
Yeah, it's like this one.
I don't like looking at it at the moment.
Yeah.
And then because we blew a hole in the radiator on the way home, and it's like
it was just one of those days.
So,
yeah,
we've got a real good relationship with Peter Suspension over there, so we'll go for their catalogue and say, what have you got for a 79 Crusader?
Yeah,
and just put all brand new bushes, all new springs.
Yeah. Like your cars look old and rusty and stuff, but then if they underneath they're like rusty, but they've got the right bushes, the suspension, all the right arms and stuff. So it isn't as bad as it looks. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's sick. It's fucking awesome. Like. Yeah, the effort you guys have to go through to like, and then like, I can't even believe that you guys be living out in the fucking wops with the dust.
Like, I don't like buying. Well, I like buying t-shirts off like other fellow YouTubers and that, but I can't wear them when I'm out there because I'm always rolling in the dirt. So
you're just gonna wreck it. Yeah.
Like this one, I forgot I was wearing it one day and I rubbed it in bloody transmission oil.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, that's my favourite Safiro shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that like, I've got like workshop clothes and stuff like that because like that's what I was thinking about today. I was like, man, if I ever make it over to you, I'm like, what am I going to wear? Like, I'm going to have to wear like nothing because it's like just going to wreck. Everything's just going to be orange.
Everything turns orange, man. No matter how clean it is, it always turns orange.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The other big thing we have is we're 1,000 k's away from anything.
Yeah.
So Super Cheap Auto, it's not just a quick down down the road. So if you're missing something, you've either got to make it or you just got to wait 2 weeks for it.
Yeah, I was going to say that the postage, to get it out there.
Yeah, so we've got a really good postal system, but it still takes 2 weeks because it's so far away from anything.
Yeah, well, so like, what's your main job? You what's your?
So I'm full-time store manager at the local supermarket.
Oh yeah, sweet. Okay.
Family-run business. And
yeah,
I look after that. So.
Oh, that's mean. So what? Does your family own it or someone else's family own it?
No, we own it.
Oh wow,
it's a family
sick.
Unit, so.
Yeah, it's sick.
Keeps us entertained. And
then cars on the side and just enjoy it and.
Pretty much, yeah. Sometimes we play with the old rusty stuff, and other times we get people coming in like, hey, you've got any cars for sale? So then we go source cars for people because a lot of folks out there don't know anything mechanical. So
is there a lot of people out there?
250.
Wow.
It's a small town.
Yeah, not much. Holy.
There's nothing out there. So a lot of mine sites, but you often don't see people coming and going from them too often. So they've got their own little self-contained camps and
that's okay, so this is what power looks like, and this is running water. And
pretty much. We probably have like really fancy power plants like hydro and wind and that. We have like diesel generators.
Wow.
That powers the whole town. So when it gets to summertime and everyone turns the aircon on because our summer's like in the 40s.
Yeah, no thanks.
50s, they flick the aircons on and just shuts down the whole power plant.
Yeah, I was going to say it'll just drain everything.
Yep, and you gotta wait for the guys to get 300 k's away to come service it.
Oh.
Dude, it's a different
yeah, it's an experience. Yeah, like, it's an experience. That's pretty much what you can say.
But going into the future this year, we've got a huge project coming up. We've just brought 150 acres of land.
Oh, wow.
So,
but like near you or?
Closer to Perth. So
okay, sweet.
We're only 2 hours outside of Perth, and we're going to turn that into racetracks and. Or like it's already got a massive shed like this. It's got a hoist in it. And,
okay,
I'm very excited.
Oh well, you got to build somewhere for me to come, and we'll
I need you and Luke's help to design the track and what's the best corners and.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
no, I'm sure we'll be keen for that. That'd be sick. So what, have you got like a bit of a, what could be a few years down the track, I'm sure, or?
Yeah, we've got to build a house and get the family sorted first.
Do the priorities and stuff.
And then once that's all sorted, and then we can go play.
Sick.
Yeah. But there's already like what they call a gravel pit there, which is perfect for like go-karts and motorbikes and that. Just a tight little area and big banked corners in it. So we'll make something out of that for now.
Oh, for sure. That's sick. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, everyone, make sure you guys do head over to Automotive Carnage and give him a like and a subscribe and all that. And yeah, check out everything he does, because like it's completely different to what I'm doing. Nothing has paint on it really, and like it's crazy. It's
my S13's got paint.
Oh, yeah, he's got a 13 as well.
I found this 13 in the bush.
No shit.
Yeah. So there's another town 120 k's away from me, and it popped up on Facebook Marketplace very, very briefly. And so I messaged him, I'm like, is this for real? Like, are you in the right town where you say you are? He's like, yeah. It's I gotta get out of town. You know, I've had issues with the missus and that. Sweet, I'll be there. And
what motor is it? What motor did it have in it?
It had a SR20 naturally aspirated automatic. So just basic.
Oh, the big gear.
Basic Q, I think it is. Yeah, got over there, and yeah, here it is in like 1,000 pieces. And I'm like,
oh yeah, 1,000 pieces.
1,000 pieces. Yeah,
oh yes. Can relate.
Yeah, no guards, no bonnet, engine doesn't run. Yeah, I'll take that. I can't pay you though. How about this completely road registered little Daihatsu Surion? He's like, yep, I need to get out of town, get away from the missus. I'm like, sweet ass. So he took my road registered.
What a deal.
Which was worth about $1,500. And then, yeah, trailered the Sylvia home. It was meant to be built in 2 weeks. 3 years later, it's still not finished. It's still not legal. But it does run and drive now. We had to do a manual conversion because I can get all the gear to do the 5-speed conversion cheaper than the torque converter from the States.
Yeah, right.
Because everyone just throws out the automatic gear.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah, they do.
Yeah. Converter, man. It was
a waste of time. Yeah, right.
So I had to do a manual conversion.
So it's still SR20DE?
Yep. Yeah. And
is it probably better to not plus T it because of where you are?
I don't know. Like, S13 for me has been my dream car since playing like Gran Turismo 4.
Yeah, right.
Like, just have like 5 different Silvers, and you wonder why there's so many different Silvers, and then you learn about the Qs and the Kings. And
yeah.
And so I finally got one, and now it's like, well, everyone has SR20s in them. Everyone puts RBs in them.
Yeah.
What's something different that we can put in? So I've got like 10 different engines that I've brought from various places and people. It's like I've got V12, I've got a 4-age, I've got big blocks, I've got all sorts of different motors. So it's like, what fits in this 13?
Yeah. Well, an RB30 goes great when they go, but
yeah.
Then again, yeah, you like you say, you want to do something different.
Something different, yeah.
What, you want to make it a road car, like a street
Just
car?
a street car, yeah. Similar to what Steph's got there. It's a beautiful little car. So.
Yeah.
It's nice actually being in the S13 that's got power.
Yeah. Not,
yeah, Mom, you put your foot down, it's like waiting.
Yeah, for sure. That's sick. But like, yeah. Oh, that's good. Like, so, is that one of the top cars that you're going to try and get done early?
No one watches it. I thought that videos on an S13 would just go gangbuster.
Really?
No one watches it. And I even did a series on doing the manual conversion to an SR20, because I could find guys in the States made videos on doing a manual conversion for CA18s and stuff like that, or KA24s.
Yep.
But no one had actually done a how-to on doing a manual swap in an SR20. So like, sweet, I'll do that.
I'll do that.
It should blow up. Like 5 people watched it.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So the S13 now is just my little personal tinker car.
Yeah, it's something that you can just have exactly. for yourself. And
most people watch my channel for Australian stuff.
Yeah, the rusty, like the
rusty old,
like the
60s, 70s cars.
Yeah, that's sick though.
That's what gets them excited. So
that is what it is. So
pretty much. You find your niche.
Come check out some drifters. But yeah, that'll be sick. Yeah, unfortunately, like we got the CF over there. Unfortunately, there's no like track time or anything over the next couple of days, so we can't really go anywhere. But it would have been good to. Yeah, he reckons he's like, oh, it's a little bit rougher than it is on the TV, but 100%.
I don't feel so bad about my cars now.
Don't look too close. It is wrecked, but it's good. It's a 30-foot car. It's a 30-foot car. You got to stand 30 feet away, and it looks good. But no, it's sick. So but yeah, no, fucking so good to meet you, bro, and have you out here. Thanks heaps, brother. Have a good one. Hope you travel safe, and yeah, we'll see you. Hopefully, we can come over and check out what you're up to one day soon, and yeah, it'll be good.
Always open. We've got plenty of room to come and stay, and
yeah, for sure.
We've got an abandoned speedway track out there, so we can do oval work whenever we want.
Ooh.
And we have literally hundreds of kilometres of abandoned haul roads and old desert tracks that locals use.
That'll be fun.
Dude, we just fly through it. It is great fun.
That'd be sick. Oh, I'm sure we'll make it happen one day. But yeah, cheers, bro. Thanks heaps for watching, everyone. And yeah, please make sure you do check out DJ's channel and yeah, check him out.
Cool.
Cheers, guys.
See you.